Welcome back to the channel, y'all. If you haven't watched the first video about this topic, please do. This is my third video in my Black Feminine Lux series. As promised, I said we were going to discuss Twitter's opinions on the Black women in luxury movement. Now, understand the selected tweets in this video are not representative of everyone's opinions on Twitter, and certainly not of every Black woman's opinions on Twitter. So we're going to go through these tweets tweet by tweet, and I'm going to respond to them with my thoughts and opinions. Please do not try to go seek these people out or their tweets to say anything crazy. We are having a productive conversation about the Black women in luxury movement. Okay. So one of the tweets that first got my attention is this tweet that reads, I think a lot of Black YouTubers' downfall is they start off very cute, relatable, a lot of personality, and then suddenly want to give the luxury aesthetic. It's very tired and repetitive. So I understand what the poster is saying, but sometimes I think we forget that, when people are starting YouTube, they, for the most part, are starting, I believe, with the intent to not only gain subscribers, not only to be able to be an authoritative, influencer in whatever niche they're in, but also to make money, earn a living. And when people start earning more, they want to do more. And if do more means they want to give off the quote unquote luxury aesthetic, I don't know if that becomes tired or repetitive. I get it that a lot of influencers who buy in to the, let's say, to the most understood version of the luxury aesthetic, because there are varying versions of the luxury aesthetic. I do think we're all familiar with what the YouTube influencer, Instagram one is, but I understand that, a lot of them are pretty much copy and pasting from whoever, is influencing them. But I don't know if I would argue that it gets tired or repetitive. Again, too, my thing is, we have to stop engaging with media that we do not like and start engaging with media that we do like. A lot of the times, these critiques are coming from people who I feel are engaging with media they don't really like. It's almost, maybe it's not hate watching, but there's something there, because it's like, if you don't like her content, why do you keep watching it? And don't argue that it's because she's the only Black woman like herself that is making that sort of content. That's not true, because I said before, and I made a little thread about it too, I honestly at first was kind of confused about where a lot of the criticism was coming from for the Black girl and luxury aesthetic / movement, if you even want to go as far to call it a movement, because I think that's now putting politics on it that it's not asking for. And yes, I understand the personal is political, but again, oh my God, can Black women sometimes just enjoy a little bit of escapism and live our lives? I understand that every single day just existing in this body is a political, and literally any moment I decide to sit down and not work is a form of resistance against this imperialistic freaking capitalistic system. I get that, but sometimes I just want to see somebody go on vacation and just escape for a minute, and then I'll go back to work. What the heck? But I just think that was a really interesting take. Then the next tweet: are there any regular Black girl vlogs? Instead of Black girl luxury, just Black girl kind of doing okay. LMAO, how many Chanel bag unboxings can people watch? Again, you need to start seeking out the content you like and supporting it. I am not for the argument that all Black YouTubers are boring, or all Black YouTubers are repetitive, or all Black YouTubers are doing the same thing as the next. That's not true. Like I said, I was very confused about where the critique was coming from, because the women that I am engaging with who fall into the Black women in luxury aesthetic / movement, again, if we want to call it that, or just the Black women that I engage with who call themselves influencers or content creators, they're making regular, most of them have day jobs in addition to them making, YouTube videos or beauty content or whatever they're doing. And I like their content. Also, a lot of them look like me. I'm dark skinned. I shave all my hair off, so I'm bald. I'm fuller figured. I don't I don't really watch too many women who don't look like me on YouTube. I don't really follow too many women on Instagram or Twitter that don't really look like me. You know, I am very big into curating my feed. I don't understand watching a bunch of people who look nothing like you and then trying to use that as your aspirational media. It's not going to work, sis. She doesn't look like you. She's not your representative. So why are you watching her content? It's like the Brianna Monique situation. I made a video about that as well. Why are you watching her content? She doesn't look like you. She doesn't think like you. Her hair texture is not like yours. She does not represent you. Yet you are consuming and consuming and consuming her content. And then you get upset when she says something that shouldn't surprise you at all. Like, this woman is not your representative. Stop engaging with people who are not representative of yourself. Sit down and take a little accountability and ask yourself why you do consume so much content by people who look nothing like you. And don't sit here and say, well, nobody who looks like me is making that content. That's not true. You haven't looked for it. And if it really happens to be true, which I will highly doubt, then you go make the content. But don't try to ask someone else who doesn't even fit that description anyway to go and make that content. They don't look like what you're looking for. They don't act like what you're looking for. They don't think like what you're looking for, but yet you're expecting that content out of them. There was no reason that women like myself should have really been expecting someone like Brianna Monique to make the kind of content we would like, or that I think we should be liking or should be engaging with. She's not a dark-skinned Black woman with classic, let's use that language, with classic Black phenotype. So why are you expecting her to be conscious in that regard if that's not her lived reality? That's weird. The other one, I think it's important to mention that all influencers of all races receive the same critique when it comes to overconsumption of luxury goods. Why should we as Black women aspire to be supporting the luxury systems that are and will always be racist? Now, this I understand. Yes, absolutely. There's no reason, you know what I'm saying, that we should be clamoring to spend our money with brands and businesses that don't support us and have these long histories of not supporting us. But those brands and businesses also aren't the only things that categorize as luxury. We can always redefine things. The people decide what is and isn't something. The Black dollar truly really decides what is and isn't, going to be cool and going to make it. For example, Jackiana, for as many, maybe Bottega things and Gucci and Louis, whatever Fendi Prada items that she buys just as much. Brandon Blackwood, Hanifa, she buys just as much. Telfar, there's a balance, and she's always been like that. She's always supported the Black-owned, alternative or counterpart. So again, I'm asking you, because I'm going to come back to this point again, why are you engaging with media that you don't like? If you feel like the influencer that you are engaging with isn't supporting Black-owned brands or companies enough, stop engaging with their content. Don't engage with their content anymore. Keep it pushing, keep it moving. Go, okay, you know what? As much as I like this influencer's, aesthetic and editing style, it's not really sitting right with me that sis never purchases from Black-owned companies. It's not sitting right with me that sis never talks about the social impact of her spending. Okay, so unfollow her and go follow somebody that does, because they do exist. Simi Moonlight is someone I would put in the Black women in luxury category. Absolutely. Simi Moonlight 100% is in that category, I feel. Just on definition of what luxury is. She absolutely fits the category of Black women in luxury off definition alone. Yet, when are y'all ever talking about her? That's what I'm saying. Y'all, sometimes I feel like y'all are choosing to only focus on who is quote unquote popular and then want to be there's nobody else doing it. No, you're just being super lazy and won't even try to go find somebody that is doing it. Please stop. Come on, y'all. Let me take a sip of my coffee, but please stop. So let's go to the next slide. So this tweet, it's not truly a relatability issue. It's a jealousy issue. You shouldn't be mad at someone for being successful and enjoying their achievements. I see a lot of hate towards the girls for doing luxury hauls. If it bothers you, don't watch it. Nobody is forcing you. Again, I understand making the political critique of overconsumption. I get that. I get the critique of maybe, hey, listen, sis, if you're going to do these big hauls, spending thousands of dollars, like, maybe let's make 80% of what you bought black owned. But also, you can't tell sis what to buy. And also, the girls don't care. So if she wants to make her haul a Gucci haul and a Gucci haul only, then it's a Gucci haul. Don't watch the Gucci haul. Go type in black owned luxury goods haul and watch that and subscribe to that person. Are y'all doing that? Or are you going to just sit here and say, these 7 YouTubers only make these kind of vlogs, so all black women YouTubers in the black women in luxury arena are only doing this? Please stop. Now this tweet. I need content creators to move past the black women luxury aesthetic. I promise we get it. We don't get it. We don't get it. We don't. And you know how we don't get it? You know how I know we don't get it? We have to keep having these conversations about how much we don't get it. And, you know, in my thread, I was talking about how, you know, I understand the personal is political, but I think sometimes what also starts to happen is we start conflating also like the black femininity like movement with the black women in luxury movement. And I really feel like, at least from the women who I was first engaged with, who were making this black women luxury content, like who were purposely putting black women luxury and their titles are black women luxury and their hashtags or descriptions, right? Making it known they're aligning themselves with that. You know, they, for me, were always critical though of what it was that they were doing and what's happening. And they were making those critiques. They were well aware of it. They weren't acting like, you know, buying 10 pairs of Bottega whatevers is the norm for anybody. But they also got that it was aspirational. But they also would stress that, like, really, truly what we're talking about is, like, rest. Like, just be at rest sometimes, and sometimes being at rest is totally okay, and indulging in this content is 100% okay. You really absolutely should not feel bad about it for any reason, because why? Like, the people who are buying these bags, they're not asking you to buy their bags, right? They're not asking you to do the work or the heavy lifting for them. They're just making a point to share it, you know. And yes, some women absolutely, you know, are posting these haul videos and they're just doing it to show off the goods. Other women are actually doing it for the educational value. They want you to know the specs of the bag. They want you to know, sis, it's not going to fit your laptop. If you wanted this to be your work bag, not going to do it, you know, whatever, stuff like that. Cool. But y'all, just please start finding black creators in luxury if you care about that type of content that you like. There are black women in the luxury space who are very critical of what it means to even exist in that space, and how just existing in this space is not the, you know, resolution for what is systemically happening to black women and black peoples. But it's like, okay, but I exist in this space. So if I exist in this space, why not share it and just let other black women know, hey, you can exist in this space one day too, possibly. But even in saying that, also say that, but I understand that every single last one of us won't exist in these spaces until, right, there are systemic changes. But then even when there are systemic changes, what it will mean to exist in the space of luxury will be changed as well. Like, it'll be different. The definition of luxury might even change. And I don't say that lightly. We change the definition of words, not super often, but pretty often. And how things are colloquially understood sometimes, most of the time, does, right? It does play a major part in when we redefine words and redefine movements and reframe, you know, the inner workings of what's happening. And I think the black women in luxury movement, I think it is vital. I think it is important to reframing what luxury is and what it means. Because the definition of luxury, first of all, has 3 definitions, to be quite honest. And I think there is a black woman who, you know, could give you, the viewer, one of each. Like, you can find the one who is critical and political about it. You can find the one who really is just like the excess, you know, of wealth and of extreme wealth and obtaining things that most can't obtain. And then you can also find the one who, rest. It's just about resting and taking care of oneself. You have to find what you like. So now, let's go on to this slide. So this tweet, I don't even watch the Black creators I'm subscribed to anymore. I usually fast forward through their videos. I need to find some Black YouTubers who are in my tax bracket. Tired of you Bottega bees. I love you, but I'm tired. So you see what I'm saying? You're still subscribed to people that you don't even really enjoy their content anymore, yet you gonna still watch it, even though you know it doesn't, you're not in alignment with it. What are you watching it for? One of my favorite things to do, and I've mentioned this in a couple of videos, one of my favorite things to do, I'm not even joking, is to literally type in weekly vlog, daily vlog. And, on the settings of YouTube, press up, I'll say upload it this day, upload it today or upload it this week. And if I'm already subscribed to the people, obviously I'm not going to watch those videos because I'm already subscribed to them. So one, I probably already watched it or I'm about to watch it. But I will watch the first 5 videos of Black women who I'm not subscribed to. And that's how I find new creators. That's how I find new influencers. That's also how I could find, as this woman wanted to say, people in my quote unquote tax bracket. Please, you have to go looking for the content that you want to watch. Don't sit here and say you can't find the influencers in your tax bracket this tweet, honestly, to me, I was just like, what? So you don't watch the Black creators you subscribe to anymore because you feel like they're not in your tax bracket anymore, and you don't want to, just see Bottega and Louis and Gucci and Halls and whatever, quote unquote, the luxury lifestyle all the time. Okay, so unsubscribe. Why are you even sitting there watching? Unsubscribe. It's simple. It's to click unsubscribe and then go subscribe to people who are more in your tax bracket. But that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't want to be doing that. Y'all want to just sit there and critique the same 10 people and act like they're the only folks on YouTube with a following. One of the reasons why my subscriber count is not public is because I did not want people subscribing to me based off of the numbers that they see. And y'all absolutely do that. Stop lying. We all do it. Stop lying. I used to do it. Stop lying. I had to unlearn it. But I did not want to subscribe to somebody just because it was like, oh, she got 10K subs. Her videos must be, along whatever the lines of someone who can get 10K subs is in my mind or your mind, right? Or she got 100K, or she got 20K, or she got 5K, da-da-da-da. I don't, no. I hide it. I don't show my subscriber count because I don't want people subscribing to me based off of that. I don't want people to be like, oh, well, since she has 20,000 subs, I'll sub. Did you even watch my content? Do you really enjoy my content? Or are you just here because you think, well, if a lot of people are here, it must be good. Or it just must be juicy. Or it could be messy. Whatever. You see the numbers. So it's like, well, if 20,000 people have decided to be here, then there's got to be a reason. I could have 1 subscriber. I could have 10,000 subscribers. I could have 2,000 subscribers. I could have 1,000 subscribers. I could have 1,000,000 subscribers. Who knows? Whatever. I'd rather my views speak for itself, but also my content. Because there are people who will have 10K subs, and sometimes the video only gets 300 views, and then the next video gets 8,000 views. That's YouTube. But I was like, I'm not about to let my subscriber count dictate if and when someone subscribes to me. Y'all are going to have to be here for the content, and you're going to have to actually enjoy it, listen to it, and receive it. If you receive it well, thank you. Please stay, for a while. But if you don't receive it well, you don't have to stay. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to thumbs up. You don't have to engage with my content anymore. I'm not someone who continues to engage with content I don't enjoy. I will unsubscribe. I will unfollow. It's very simple. If I no longer agree with the politics or perceived politics of someone whose content I'm engaging with, I remove myself from that content. I remove that content from my sphere. It's not here anymore. It's not here anymore. Here's another one. This gives me big hater vibes because most YouTubers aren't unboxing a Chanel. There are Black YouTubers who film all sorts of content literally one search away, and instead you choose to tweet this because you thought that not liking luxury items makes you seem cute and innovative. I get this take. I agree with this take to an extent. But yes, y'all have to literally do some work. Like, I'm telling you, if you would just go and search like weekly vlog, daily vlog, or just search things you're interested in. Like, if you're like, okay, if you are living in a certain city, just search like that city. You could search Chicago daily vlog. Okay, Cali daily vlog, and look for the black girls, and then go watch a video. And don't just watch one, because I know myself, at least for me, I know myself. If I watch one, I don't really like it, I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't like this channel. That's not true. So I give people a chance. I will watch 4 videos, and I watch it kind of in one sitting, or maybe over a little bit of time, but I try to do it in one sitting so I can figure out if I like their channel or not. But I watch 4 videos, and then I go, okay, I'm here for the content, subscribe. Or I go, yeah, and I unsubscribe. Like, there's this black girl, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but if I remember in post, I will put her channel on the screen. But she is black, and she goes to Harvard, I think. Child, I don't like Harvard. I did not want to go to Harvard. I'm not interested in Harvard, but I found her content. Again, because I did weekly vlog and just saw her thumbnail, saw her channel, and was like, oh, I'm gonna subscribe. And I loved it. I liked her editing style. I like the way that she, creates a narrative in her vlogs. I just liked her channel. I just liked her vibe. And I love it. And that's really different content. Ooh, a black girl at Harvard? Like, what's that? What's that experience like? I don't know that experience. I went to an HBCU. I don't know what it's like to go to Harvard. Like, what's that like? What's that town like? I don't know. That's such a different experience. She doing, and you could even argue that's luxury, going to Harvard, right? Going to Harvard not on scholarship. Like, she's living a different kind of lifestyle. She's a black girl, and she looks like me. When I said looks like me, she's darker skinned, full of, like, the girls that are out there, y'all. Just look for them, please. Stop pretending that the girls are just not there because you don't see it. It's not that you don't see it, you're not looking for it. And also, we all know how YouTube and Twitter and these places can work. Yes, we're not always on the explore page. We're not always the ones first out there, but we exist. Well, here goes another one. Y'all are so tired. There are black women doing any and everything, and if you don't see it, create it. But no need to shade the women creating luxury content. Use better keywords. And this is in response to that. Are there any regular black girl vlogs, like instead of black girl luxury, just black girl kind doing okay? LMAO, how many Chanel bag unboxing people watch? Again, y'all, one of my favorite youth creators on YouTube, she is a ceramic artist. She makes pottery. What y'all, come on, girl, a black woman who makes a living off of making pottery? And y'all want to sit here and tell me there's not more dynamic content? You're not looking for it. I might start a series of highlighting, like, I don't know, I guess you could call it like overlook. I don't know. I'll think of a better name, but like just highlighting some of my favorite black women creators on YouTube who are making content that I think we don't give enough attention to, because black women exist in every single niche. Whatever the niche is, trust me, there's a black woman who does it too, and probably does it better than everybody else, because you know how that goes. But yeah, like, we got to start giving ourselves a little more grace. We also have to start exploring. We also have to be willing to do the work. Like, we can't just sit here and pretend that, oh, these black women just don't exist. Oh, the videos are just not out there. Oh, it's just not happening. It's happening. Like, it's happening. The black women are out there. The content is being created. We just have to be willing to engage with it. But this was a really quick snapshot of Twitter's opinions on the black women in luxury movement. Again, these were selected tweets. This is not every tweet. I had even more tweets in the drafts, but I was like, man, I don't want to overload this video for this series. But I do think these selected tweets give a nice, they give a nice overview of how, a multitude of women feel about the black women and luxury movement. So I really hope that y'all enjoy this video. The next video in this series, we're going to be reading another article like we did in the second one. And we are really going to have a conversation because we need to talk about it, okay?